Good morning, folks. This is Rachel of Daily Bread Yoga, all together now. And this is my first attempt of making a monthly practice video with the meditation mantra of the month and a little meditation practice in the end. So let me know how you enjoy it and maybe what more you'd like to see. We will be practicing some dolphin pose as well, some modifications, and then the actual pose as well. And so if you have shoulder injuries, it might be something that you experiment with and notice if it is something that you should just skip, or it might feel good. So you need to be the boss of you. Always, I am not the boss of you. So let's get started. So we're gonna start on the floor, sitting up nice and tall. I know we normally start on our back, but we're just gonna start sitting up nice and tall on the floor in a comfortable seated position. Roll those shoulders back and down. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. Feel the floor underneath your feet, your ankles. Feel the floor underneath your bottom. You might kind of wiggle your seat a little bit. Feel that spine rising up out of your pelvis, nice and easy. Maybe roll those shoulders back and down a little bit more, feeling your shoulders over your hips. That collarbone just holding up your shoulders and your shoulders holding up those arms. Turn those hands over, palm face up. Why don't you take your head side to side a little bit, noticing your neck and all the ways that is supporting your head. Towards your face. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth again. So the meditation mantra of the month is avidya, which is the smudges in our perception that keep us from seeing things as they really are. And the practice of yoga is not that we never have smudges in our perception, but that we become aware of them. And that when we become aware of them, we can kind of like clean that smudge off and see a little bit clearer. And again, the smudge will just keep showing up. So it's a constant practice, much like brushing your teeth. So this is the quote for week 2 of avidya, and it's by a man named Ram Dass. So you might sit up nice and tall again. Close your eyes if that feels good. Leave them open if that feels better. Soften your jaw. Ease up your shoulders. When you go out into the woods and look at trees, you see all these different trees. Some of them are bent, and you understand that it didn't get enough light, and it turned that way. You don't get emotional about it, you allow it. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that. The judgment mind comes in, and so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. Bring both hands over your heart. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale it out your nose. Soften your jaw. Sit up nice and tall. Keeping your attention drawn inward. Head down to the floor. So when you get to the floor, take that big inhale, full body stretch. And come into a little ball, gently rocking side to side. So when you stretch, you might feel that open up in your low back, a little bend or arch, and then come into a little ball, pressing that low back into the floor, pulling those knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side. Try and keep your shoulders down. And take both legs in the air. Be really gentle with your hamstrings, so you might bend and straighten your legs, point and flex your feet a little bit, really pressing your shoulders down. Take some bigger inhales and exhales through your nose. Bring those hands underneath your head or your arms out to the side. Squeeze your legs together and take them in circles, massaging that low back. Soften your jaw. And then take those legs in the other direction. And bring your hands on the inside of your knees and take your legs wide. Bend those knees a little bit. Point and flex your feet. Let your shoulders be heavy. And bend those knees. Press your right thigh over your left. Pull those heels in towards opposite hips. Take some bigger inhales and exhales here. Feeling that total support of the gravity underneath you. And switch sides. And inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Open and close your mouth. Point and flex your feet. Bring those feet flat on the floor as wide as the mat. Arms out to the side in a T. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. So take those knees side to side in big, slow windshield wipers. Maybe taking your head in the opposite direction if that feels good. Maybe closing your eyes to draw your attention more inward, noticing the sensation of this pose. Especially at the end of each side when you release some effort and let gravity do the work. And then pull those heels tighter in towards your butt. Arms tighter in towards your side. Draw your shoulders down and take your head side to side. And then back into neutral. Inhale, press up into bridge. You're pulling your hips towards your knees. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, roll it back down. One more time and hold it, pressing up. Take your arms out to the side in a T, palm face up. Soften your jaw and your chin. Draw that belly button to your spine, tailbone towards your knees. Give yourself a big, tight bear hug, rolling down. And then give yourself a bear hug with the other arm on top. Squeeze, really stretching out between your shoulder blades. And then release. Bringing those arms down at your side. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. Trust that the floor is holding you up. You don't need to hold yourself up. Start to draw your attention inward. Retune your senses. Peeling through the layers of you that relate to everyone and everything else. Like you take off your hat, your shoes. Peel through the layer of you that relates to your family, your friends, your work, or places of responsibility. Until you're left with you relating to you right here and now, just as you are. And from that space, bringing up gratitude for all that makes it possible for you to be here in the midst of everything. Gratitude for your physical health. Despite aches and pains and frustrations with your body, you are healthy and strong enough today to show up for this class. Press your knees together, scooting your feet out away from each other. Letting your hips sink down. Take a big inhale, bringing those hands underneath your head or your arms out to the side. Releasing across your chest, feeling that support in your upper back. Gratitude for your mental health. Despite anxiety and stress, despite conflict or distraction, you were able to make the decision to be here and follow through on that decision. And stretch your arms and legs out into a huge starfish. Take up lots and lots of space. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Let everything sink. Release your shoulders, your ankles, and knees and hips. Gratitude for any sense of spiritual health. That despite some really hard days, maybe some grief or depression, loneliness or fear, despite all that, there was also enough levity and momentum, enough hope and confidence in this practice and this gathered community to pull yourself up out of bed, off the couch, away from whatever else you were doing or could be doing, and show up. With all that gratitude and resilience that is strong in you, send out some hope and love and courage to the people and the places, all of those situations struggling for such health today. Even if you kind of feel like one of them. Take a big inhale, full body stretch, reach it all the way out. Open and close your mouth, point and flex your feet. Bring those knees into your chest and your nose towards your knees, drawing your shoulders down. Bring your head back down, still pulling those knees tight into your chest. Pull that right knee into your chest, but extend that left leg along the floor. Point and flex your feet, wiggle your toes, stretch those ankles out. You might stretch your face out a little bit too. Pull that right knee out and up towards your right armpit. So you're really grounding through that left leg. Take the left arm out to the side. Keep breathing on purpose. Pull that knee across your body, extending the right arm out to the side. So you're using some effort to pull that knee over, letting the hip roll over, and then once you get to the spot, and then just release some effort. Stop trying so hard and let gravity do something. Gravity does it a little bit better than we do. Bring yourself back in a center. Pull that knee into your chest and your nose towards your knee. You're getting that upper back off the floor. And then bring your head back down. Extend that right leg up in the air, holding on behind the thigh. So if this is straining on your your hamstring or your low back, please bend that left leg, bringing the foot flat on the floor. Even if it isn't straining, it really feels good to have that extra support there. So you might just try it. So remember that you're going for a sensation, not an accomplishment. So if it feels better, then bonus. We won't charge you extra. Point and flex that foot. Stretch it out. And then you're going to point that right foot, bring your hands underneath your head or your arms out to the side to help you stabilize. And start to take that leg in circles, starting small and getting bigger. You want to ground through the back of your hips and through that left leg. And you don't want to use so much momentum that you're kind of rocking on your hips. Breathe on purpose. And then go in the other direction, starting big and getting smaller. And right ankle on top of that left thigh. Reach the arms overhead along the floor. You're getting some length in your body. And then draw that left thigh in towards your chest, holding on behind the thigh. You might scoot your hips down the mat a little bit. Soften your shoulders. You really do not have to over pull or stretch in this pose. You're going to know your limits right away and just don't press beyond it. This is enough, believe me. Left foot flat on the floor, right leg crosses over nice and tight. Arms out to the side. Take your crossed legs over to the side of your left hip. And when you get there, then release effort. You might need to adjust your shoulders or your hips so you're not straining. You feel like you can rest. This is a really deep twist, so if it doesn't feel good, then back off. Bring yourself back in the center, keeping your legs crossed, and then take those crossed legs over to the right. It's going to be a really different feel. It's a twist, but it's more about that left hip along your thigh. And bring yourself back into center. Inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Pull that left knee into your chest. Bring your nose towards your knee, getting that upper back off the floor, and then bring your head back down. So if this feels like too much, bend that right knee, bringing the foot flat on the floor. So everybody point and flex your feet, wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet around, soften your jaw. Take that left knee out and up towards your left armpit, extending that right arm out to the side. Let your shoulders be heavy. Soften your neck. Pull that knee across your body, extending the left arm out to the side. Again, trust gravity to do the work of this twist. It doesn't have to be the deepest twist of your life. In fact, it's not. Come back onto the mat, left ankle on that right thigh. Reach the arms overhead along the floor, getting length in your body. And then draw that right thigh in towards your chest, holding on behind the thigh. Trust that your breath in the pose makes a difference too. It's not just a stretch in your butt. Right foot flat on the floor, the left leg crosses over nice and tight. Arms out to the side, take those crossed legs over to the right in a deep twist. So this is the twist is happening mostly in your low back, your waist. You're gonna feel it across your shoulder, your chest a little bit. Keeping your legs crossed, come back into center, straighten your hips out, and then let those legs fall to the left. Again, this is more about the side of your right, or maybe even the front of your right hip. Not so much a twist, but a little bit. Bring yourself back into center. Inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Pull those heels tight into your butt, arms tight into your side. Draw your shoulders down and take your head side to side. And back into neutral. Inhale, press up into bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, roll it down. One more time and hold it, pressing up. Extend that right leg straight ahead. Bring it down. Extend the left leg straight ahead. Bring it down. Get into a better bridge. Keep your arms where they are, or scoot those shoulders underneath clasping hands. Do not widen the stance of your feet. Your feet are straight ahead. So push strong into your feet. Soften your shoulders, your jaw. Draw your belly button towards your spine, tailbone towards your knees. Spread those toes out. And give yourself a big, tight bear hug, rolling down. Pull those knees into your chest and your nose towards your knees. Inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Pull your pants up a little bit. You might scoot yourself up your mat. We're doing Pilates roll-ups, and they tend to pull your pants down. And even if you're at home, nobody really wants their pants pulled down during yoga. So arms overhead along the floor. You're going to inhale, reach the arms straight up. Exhale, roll yourself up and over. Your feet are flexed the whole time. Inhale, up. Slow and controlled down. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, roll yourself up. If you need to, bend those knees and over. Inhale, up. Slow and controlled down. One more time. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, roll yourself up and over. Stay right here. You might pull your pants up, scoot back a little bit. So, flex your feet. Everybody chop the top of your thighs. I know I keep saying everybody, and this is a recording. But you know what? I have to feel that I'm talking to somebody, otherwise it's lonely. Chop the side of your thighs, chop your butt a little bit. Here we go. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor, bring your heart forward, shoulders back. You're bringing your heart towards your big toe and you're bringing those toes towards your big heart. Reach forward and release. Roll yourself up. Round those shoulders back. Bring the hands behind, feet flat. Slide your hips towards your heels and up. Bring yourself back down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Tuck your tail under a little bit. Hold onto your feet or your ankles and then sit up nice and tall, letting your shoulders get drawn down. Reach the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin towards your neck. And then bring your chin towards the ceiling, stretching the front of your neck. Bring yourself back into neutral. Look over your right shoulder and over your left. Back into center. Tuck that chin tighter towards your neck again. Round your back. Tip that pelvis. And then fold those legs. Come up onto hands and knees. We're going to start moving through cat-cow. So your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. If you need to be up onto your knuckles, by all means do that, or your fists rather. Here we go. Inhale, head up, tail up. Exhale, round that back, head is down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round that back, head is down. One more time. Inhale, open up. Now wave your tail side to side. Almost like you're trying to squeeze your shoulder towards your hip on each side. Bring yourself back into center. Extend that left arm straight ahead, right leg straight back. Push away from the floor. Squeeze into center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Bring it down. Other side, extend that right arm and left leg. Push away from the floor. Squeeze in the center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Bring it down. Roll yourself up onto your knees. Curl those feet under. Hands to your butt or your low back. Roll those shoulders back and down. This is camel. Inhale, heart towards the ceiling. Let your first one be a little tight. Exhale, round your shoulders to the front, head is down. This is the counter pose. Inhale, open up. Now reach the top of your head back a little bit. Exhale, round your shoulders to the front, head is down. This last one we're going to hold longer. Inhale, open up, heart towards the ceiling. Stay just like this or reach for your heels. Squeeze those shoulder blades, heart towards the ceiling. You might tuck your chin towards your neck or let your head hang back. Everybody roll yourself forward. Hands to the floor, walk them forward a little bit and start to make big hip circles. It is very common to get a foot cramp right at this moment, so you might just start to flip your feet over to avoid the foot cramp, or not. And then go in the other direction, taking your hips to the side, the front, the back. And then you're going to come onto your elbows, or your forearms rather, so your arms are straight ahead. So this is dolphin pose. So this is just a prep for dolphin pose, or a different version of dolphin pose. Some people have the arms straight ahead. Some people have them sort of like at a upside down V, right? Or a little mountain shape. Whichever is going to feel best for your shoulders. So first we're just going to lean back and forward. And as you lean forward, you're going to feel that activation in your arms. I feel it a little bit in my elbows. I want you to imagine that you're kind of dusting the space in your shoulder socket. So go really far back and really far forward. Rocking forwards and back. And then come back so that your arms are more or less straight up and down. And you're going to do a little cat-cow here. And I want you to try and open up that space between your shoulder blades. And then kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together when you look up. So this is the cow version. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together and down. And then I round my back. This is the cat version, and I'm pulling those shoulder blades apart. And so we're going to come into dolphin. So to come into dolphin, and you might just curl those feet under, bring the knees up off the floor. This might be as far as you go. If you do, I want you to push your shoulders back a little bit. So you're pushing your shoulders back kind of like it's down dog, but it's not. You might then just bring your knees down. So let's try that again. So your feet are curled under, bring your knees up. And then you might try walking your feet towards your elbows, straightening your legs, release your head and neck. Shift your weight back so they're not directly on your elbows. This might be a really big stretch for your hamstrings. So let's bring those knees back down. Come up onto your forearms, onto your hands. Do a little cat-cow right here. And then let's come into low dog. So take those knees wide, curl your feet under, hips to heels, reach those arms on the inhale and exhale, release. Moving it down dog when you're ready. Heels towards the floor, extend through your fingers. Walk your feet into your hands, coming into forward fold. Bend your knees a little bit. Grab opposite elbows. I want you to lean forward into the balls of your feet as you really feel that pull of gravity. That is what we're going for. We're going for gravity, lengthening your spine. That is not your effort to do. Your effort is just to get into the best position for gravity to do its job, which means you have to stop trying to lengthen your spine. Then bend those knees more, pushing through your legs. Roll yourself up. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Empty coat sleeves right here. Let your arms flop around you. We're going to do the pose from last month, so the 3 step-ups. So you're going to take that right leg back into a high lunge, okay? So make sure that you're upright. You're not leaning forward too much because then your front leg is doing all the work. So you want to be nice and stable. You might bounce a little bit so that you make sure that you can move. So let's start. Inhale, reach those arms up. Bend that left knee. Bring those arms down. Here we go. Step up 1. Bring it back down. Step up 2. Bring it back down. 1 more time and hold it. Step up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that leg back into standing. Hands to your heart. Step the left leg back. So I just saw myself in the camera and then I'm totally leaning forward. So I guess, who knows? I made an error, but somehow you want to feel grounded right in the center. So my caboose is my center of gravity. But it does appear that I'm leaning forward a little bit. Inhale, reach those arms up. Bend that right knee. Bring those arms down. Here we go. Step up. Bring it back down. Step up. Bring it back down. 1 more time and hold it. Step up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that leg back into standing. Inhale, reach those arms up and reach higher. Heart towards the ceiling, gentle back bend. Bend your knees, stick your butt out. So coming into chair pose. Soften your shoulders. Take those arms back like you're on a swimming trophy. Forward fold. Hold onto your legs somewhere. Release your spine to gravity. Hands to the floor. Step that right leg back. Pull that left shin forward, right heel back. Put the effort in your legs. Right hand to the floor. Take the left arm up. Hand to the floor, step back in a down dog. Use your arms to shift your weight back, your hips back. Use your legs to get your hips up. Take that right leg up. Press your left heel down. Make sure that you're sending the leg back and up. You're not turning your hips out. So your hips are more or less level. Bring that right foot to the top of the mat. Look ahead, pulling that right shin forward, left heel back. Put the effort in your legs, left hand to the floor, reach that right arm up. Soften your neck and jaw. Hand to the floor, step in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Arms out, look up, all the way up, and reach higher. Heart towards the ceiling, gentle back bend. Bend your knees and stick your butt out. Coming in a chair pose. Take those arms back like you're in a swimming trophy. Forward fold, hold on to your legs somewhere. Hands to the floor, step that left leg back. Pull the right shin forward, left heel back. Put the effort in your legs, left hand to the floor, reach that right arm up. Hand to the floor, step back in a down dog. Take some bigger inhales and exhales here. Take that left leg up and back, right heel down. Bring that foot to the top of the mat. Look ahead. Pull that left shin forward, right heel back. Right hand to the floor, reach that left arm up, soften your neck and jaw. Hand to the floor, step in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Arms out, look up, all the way up. Hands to your heart. Empty coat sleeves. We're going to do 3 rounds of cleansing breath right here. So arms down at your side. Adjust your pants as necessary. This is all breathing through your nose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Here we go. Inhale, hands towards you. Exhale, push it out. Inhale up. Exhale around. Again, inhale towards you. Exhale, push it out. Inhale up. Exhale around, this time with pauses. Inhale towards you, 2, 3. Exhale, push it out, 2, 3. Inhale, reaching up, 2, 3. Exhale around. Widen those stance, or widen your stance, turn your feet out. We're gonna do 3 goddess squats. So inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Inhale up. Bend your elbows, bend your knees. Inhale up. One more time and hold it. Bend your elbows, bend your knees. So right here, when your legs are strong, holding you up, your butt's doing work, your spine can move. So let your spine be nice and easy, okay? Or be aware of that, right? Pull that belly button up towards your shoulder blades. Turn to the right. Back in a center. Turn to the left. Back in the center. Tip to one side. Try reaching that left arm further over. Back in a center. Stay down. Tip to the other side. Reach that right arm over. Back in a center. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, bring those arms down. Turn your feet straight ahead. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Everybody wobble your knees. Your knees are not locked, but you're going to push strong into your legs. So you feel some levity in your spine because the effort's in your legs. Push your hips back, heart forward, don't block your knees. Hands to the floor or to blocks or books. You might push or scoot your feet wider. You want to be able to push away from the floor, not just touch it, okay? You're going to bend your elbows straight back, bringing the top of your head towards the floor to release your spine to gravity. You might need to lean forward and bend your knees a little bit to feel that pull of gravity. Press yourself up. Right hand to right hip, leverage your chest open to the side. You're pushing strong through your legs and the left arm. Hand to the floor. Bend your elbows straight back, top of your head towards the floor. Press up. Left hand to left hip, open up to the side. Hand to the floor. Heel toe your feet together and come and sit down in a comfortable seated position. Expect that the blood is going to take a minute. Not maybe literally a minute, maybe it does, who knows how long. But you're going to probably feel it. So sitting up nice and tall, take a nice inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. We're going to do 3 rounds of the 5-step slide breath right here. 5-step slide breath means 5 quick inhales through your nose, 1 long exhale out your nose. So it's like you're taking 5 steps up a slide and then you go down. Pay attention to maybe how the breath feels with each new round. That maybe it feels a little bit bigger or more spacious, or maybe not. Who knows? So again, one more time. I need an inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. Here we go. Exhale. Round 2. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Resting your hands on your lap, sit up nice and tall. Feeling the floor underneath you. Feel that spine holding you up nice and easy. Soften your jaw, close your eyes if that feels good. Leave them open if that feels better. Again from Ram Das. When you go out into the woods and look at trees, you see all these different trees. Some of them are bent, and you understand that it didn't get enough light and it turned that way. You don't get emotional about it. You allow it. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that. That judgment mind comes in. And so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. We're going to practice the loving kindness meditation. So sitting up nice and tall, closing your eyes if that feels good, or leaving them open and focused on a point if that feels better. So bringing to the surface of your mind and heart a relationship that is currently easy to love and be loved by. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind, body, and spirit. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be truly happy and free. Take a nice inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth, turning those hands over. Bringing to the surface of your mind and heart a relationship that is currently more complicated. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be healthy in mind, body, and spirit. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be truly happy and free. Bring those hands over your heart. Take a bigger inhale and exhale through your nose, feeling your chest rise and fall. bringing you in relationship with you. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be healthy in mind, body, and spirit. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be truly happy and free. Take a bigger inhale and exhale through your nose. And tuck your chin towards your chest just a little bit. Keeping your attention drawn inward, head down to the floor. When you get there, come into that little ball, gently rocking side to side, massaging your spine. Those organs that press against the floor. And then inhale, full body stretch, reach it all the way out. Bring those feet flat on the floor as wide as the mat, arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. Take those knees side to side in big, slow windshield wipers. Maybe taking your head in the opposite direction. Bring those knees into your chest and take your legs into the air. Point and flex your feet. Bring your hands underneath your head or your arms out to the side. Squeeze your legs together and take them in circles, massaging that low back, your sacrum. Start drawing your attention inward and take your legs in the other direction. Bring your hands on the inside of your knees and take your legs wide. Bend those knees, cross your right thigh over your left, nice and tight. Pull those heels in towards your hips. And switch sides. And inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees splay out, arms down by your side. Take a nice inhale here and exhale it out your mouth. Trust that it all worked, that you did such a great job. Trust that whenever you got distracted, maybe even press pause, and then came back to this time and space. Your practice deepened, regardless of the pose you were in. Press your knees together, scooting your feet out away from each other. If this feels like the right posture for your final resting pose, then stay just like this. Otherwise, you might extend those legs out as long and as wide as the mat. You might even press pause and go grab a blanket or a pillow to put under your head, a pillow to put under your knees. Do what you need to do. So once you find yourself settled into your right pose, trust that the floor is holding you up, and you don't need to hold yourself up. Soften the bottom of your feet, release your toes. Let some warmth and weight rest heavy on top of your feet, releasing all effort in your ankles, letting your heels sink. Feel that weight of gravity on your shin bones and on top of your thighs. Feeling the total support of the floor underneath you. Let your hips sink down. Letting the full length of your body settle into the floor. Like you're settling in to warm, fine sand. And it's shaping and shifting itself around you. Totally supporting you. So you can soften your lower back. Release your belly. letting that ease and softness rise up your spine, releasing all those muscles that support your back body. Let your shoulders rest, letting that weight of gravity come across your chest and across your arms like the weight of a heavy quilt, tucking you in, helping you rest right here and now, just as you are. Releasing all effort in your arms and your hands, letting your fingers curl up and float. Practice letting go here. Practice letting go of the conversations and the misunderstandings, the decisions and the unanswered questions. Right here and now, practice loosening your grip on all that is beyond your control, letting go of the work that is not yours to do, so that you can be about the work that is yours to do. Softening the muscles of your neck that reach across your back and your chest, feeling the total support of the floor underneath your head. So you can soften your jaw and your chin, release your lips and your cheeks, soften your eyebrows and your forehead, soften even the very crown of your head, trusting that all of this new and renewed energy and strength, all of this effort and rest is inside of you, as it has always been. You could stay lying like this for a while. It's totally up to you. Otherwise, you might wiggle your toes and your fingers, letting your body know that you're going to move. Take a big inhale, full body stretch. Reach it all the way out. Open and close your mouth. Point and flex your feet. And when you're ready, bending those knees, bringing those feet flat on the floor. Hands return to you. Reconnect with that sensation of gratitude for all that makes it possible for you to be here in the midst of everything. Gratitude for the day ahead. Rolling over to one side and pressing yourself up. Noticing how things might have shifted and changed for you during this practice. Remembering that there is always more happening than we could ever know or perceive. Trusting that there will be shifts to come. I thank you for sharing this practice with us. Know that it makes such a difference that you are here. Namaste.